Hello friends, I'm Sani and this is Culture Shock. It's been about 2 or 3 months.
Three almost.
It's been almost 3 months since we last recorded for YouTube. We had uploaded a video here and there. And well, at first, some speculation started to come up that we wanted to clear up at that time because nothing serious was really happening. And well, nothing serious has happened these days either, or in these months actually. And well, we really do want to tell you why we stopped making videos. It's a topic that's important and that I think I've never talked about on the channel. And well, it's time to talk about it.
Before Ruth tells you, let me explain what we were doing these past months. As we had also said in a video, we were going to take a break this January, and then February went by.
And then even more time passed. Well,
we were already doing some things in stories. We've uploaded mostly. I don't think the people who follow us on Instagram are more up to date.
things are...
Because there we do upload reels and stuff, but still, there are a lot of people who don't use those platforms, who only use YouTube. So for them, I also wanted to mention that I was taking up archery. That's right, we uploaded in December and I'm taking those archery classes as a hobby. I'm learning technique and everything, and I'm also taking piano lessons. Well, that was for Risha, but when I went to her classes, I liked it. And I've always wanted to learn an instrument since I was a kid. Back then, there were no speeches, teachers, or anything. So I said, let's see, and I asked the teacher, can I take a trial class or something like that? He said, yes, of course, and I started playing, and yes, I liked it a lot, I liked it. And I told him, let's take up this hobby, because he also told me that it's good to learn instruments. Because a part of the brain is more connected with music, all of this helps activate that part of the mind, which is good. And also when we get old, it will be a hobby too, right?
Of course, besides, I also think it's really good that he's learning and that he teaches Risha. He's there, supporting him, right? It's not the same when someone doesn't know as when someone actually has knowledge.
Right, it's not only about learning in class, but also practicing at home. So in that part, when he sees me practicing, he comes over and I help him too. No, because now I know about sheet music and all that, so I can help him. What is it? In this regard, he also helps the little ones a lot. Well, I take it as a hobby. If Risha wants it, if he likes it, then it's a help. If someone knows at home, the children always learn. That's what my dad used to say too, that if there's a skill in the house, in any person, the children are always interested or learn something from it.
Of course. And besides, it's nice to see our son playing. He's only been playing for 2 months, not 2 months old, 2 months playing.
And he can play children's songs.
No, of course, children's songs. It's nice to see him, and in a few years, he'll play much better. And well, we're happy that he keeps learning, and it's for his own good, for his own good. When he's older, like Sonny says, he'll decide if he wants to see it as something professional or just as another hobby. Yes, whenever Sony and I talk about our little kids, we've always said that we want to support them in whatever they decide to do, because in our case, well, our parents, maybe because of the mindset, you know, from before, it was like, you have to do this certain thing. And that doesn't make money. So of course, a lot of times people thought that way. And well, now our way of thinking has changed. And well, like our children said, the important thing is that they're always learning something new.
Yes, that too. I think there's a phrase by Mahatma Gandhi that says something like, live as if you were to die tomorrow and learn as if you were to live forever. So I always keep this phrase in mind, and I always tell it to them as well. Learn, son, learn the things you like, because everything you learn, you'll use at some point in your life. And if you like it, you can take it, polish it more, or not take it as a profession. But always learn, whether it's a language, an instrument, or communication skills, anything, but always learn.
Of course, and well, in my case with Sony too, not alone, because it was actually my idea at first, but he also liked Sony. He's into everything, he likes to learn about everything. But I started taking salsa and bachata classes because I really like to dance, and also because I wanted to stay active, you know? So, to be honest, I'm not really into working out. I don't like it, but I do like dancing, and it's a good way to do cardio. So we decided to look for a place to learn how to dance. We both went together, even after a month, I think, of learning. There was a kind of performance that those who follow us on Instagram or Facebook might have seen, and we danced on stage in front of an audience. After so many years, honestly, with a lot of pleasure and nerves. But I mean, joining these classes precisely because of what I'm about to explain helped me a lot. And well, now I'm going to tell you why we stopped recording for a while. Actually, as you know, we only had the month of January to rest. But I'm being very honest with you and opening my heart to you. I felt that in February, when February came and we had to record, I didn't feel the desire to do it. I didn't feel like it. That enjoyment I've always had for making videos, for recording, I didn't have it. At that moment, I even asked myself, what's going on? Why don't I want to record? Why don't I want to upload content for now? And Sony, well, she listened to me, supported me, and told me, well, you're probably just tired. And that's exactly the topic that I think I've never really talked about on YouTube, and it's mental health, friends. The truth is, I don't think so. I started to feel overwhelmed in many ways. I think a lot of content creators end up feeling this way. Some take a break, like I did, and others decide to keep going. But I think the best thing, from my point of view, is to take a break, see what's wrong, and ask yourself why you're feeling this way. And if you need to take a breather, a break, then do it. That really helped me a lot. And actually, during that time I took for myself to take a break from social media, especially from YouTube, I dedicated myself to doing something I enjoyed, which was dancing, and I still do it to this day. Actually, today I have my class. It's something that when I come back home, I feel renewed, de-stressed, and relieved. I really love it, and well, that break was necessary. I couldn't tell you through stories, I couldn't say it in a short video because I felt like it wouldn't have been enough. When I told Sony about it, she understood me,
Yeah, I said, yes, I'll always support you even if you don't want to record anything else. We said goodbye and that was it. But then we thought, no, it would be like just leaving things unfinished. Because it's not really a situation that's so out of control. It's not unmanageable. No. But I just needed a break. Like I said, I needed to reflect, to look at some things and all that. And I think now I really am renewed. Yes.
I'm very calm, yes. Like I said, I needed this break, I needed this rest. We've been doing YouTube for several years, and during all that time, we've earned the affection of so many people. And I felt it the day I went to help at the fair in Kennedy Park at Quimera Flores. That day I felt that affection. I mean, it felt really nice. And around that time, something had just happened recently. It had already been 2-3 months, almost 3 months. And well, I said it's time to tell you what happened, to start telling you what happened, also what we were going to be doing during these months. And well, I just wanted to take that break to, organize our ideas, my ideas, to create content again, like you've always seen, real, family-oriented, fun for you all. And not do it out of obligation just because I have to upload something and that's it. I mean, that's not right. And well, this would be our comeback because a lot of people have been thinking that we were going to leave it forever.
Yeah, they thought and they kind of imagined things like maybe we broke up. Or Ruta has fought with my parents. Not really, that's what they were saying. Not because I told them no.
Yeah, these last few months I haven't been reading.
They can imagine things, right, when we haven't posted, but on Instagram and Facebook, on TikTok too, we've
been very active.
With my parents too, and like that, friends, I also feel good because Ruta is calm. When she's not well, of course it affects me too, but yes, I'm always supporting her emotionally, or however I can, since we're a couple, so she always has my support. I know that if you want to quit, we say goodbye, no problem. But the most important thing above all is her mental health, because that's the most important thing. Well, for me it is, and for her too, it's her priority.
And sometimes, friends, it's not so much what people say about you that affects you, but what they say about the people you love. Of course, because in my case, sometimes what they say about me doesn't affect me, or most of the time it doesn't affect me. He knows that even if they insult me or say anything to me, it doesn't affect me as much as it does when they go after my family, my children, my husband. I mean, when they go after the people I love, when they go after those people, that's when it affects me.
And it's even worse when they're lies, which most of the time they are.
That's the worst part, because it's like you feel an injustice inside you. Why? I mean, what's the need to do these things? And well, that time I gave myself was exactly to reflect on all of that, because, well, it's not in my hands. I can't change these things. It's impossible. Sometimes a lot of people use that as an excuse, you know. Their life is public, so I can criticize it. Unfortunately, a lot of people do it this way to offend.
Of course.
And they think they're right about it. No, we're going to be criticized for all kinds of things, and we already know that. We know it very well, and sometimes it's just like that. To be honest, it doesn't affect me that much when it comes from a hater, because you can see in the haters' comments that all their comments are horrible.
You can see the comment?
You can see the list of comments, but sometimes it's a follower. I mean, from a long time ago, he said things to you, I don't know, like he likes your family, it's the other one, and then he starts attacking you for no reason.
Sometimes he's influenced by other people from other videos.
And that, I don't know, I feel it like a betrayal, like it really hurts me, it hurts. And I say, wow, but what happened? What happened?
He let himself be influenced.
Did he let himself be influenced? What happened? So, well, that's it. Just like I said, I want to encourage you to reflect that before you comment. Always think if you would like someone to say those things to you in that way. No, because it's hard. We've been doing this for many years now, and I think, like I said, this break was necessary, yes, to be able to reflect on all of this. And remember that I am also, just as I am a content creator, I am also a viewer of other people. And honestly, when I don't like something or it doesn't appeal to me, I just stop watching it. That's what happens. I stop watching it or I block it. Finally, if I really don't like it and it keeps showing up a lot, but I've never been the type to leave a really mean comment or say something hurtful to that person. And that's when I realized that, well, just because someone's life is public doesn't mean we have to criticize it, right? Because I would do the same thing, wouldn't I, if that were the case? It's about each person, about how you are inside to be able to do those kinds of things. So that's something we all need to reflect on here. And well, it's going to be something inevitable if it happens, if it keeps happening again and again. That's something we can't control. It's not in our hands, but it is in our hands to take care of our mental health. And that's what we've done these past months. We've given ourselves a break to feel calmer and better. And well, I'm grateful to everyone who has given me my space, who has been there asking about me, about us, about our family, about my kids, my parents, my in-laws, and everything. Really, everything that has to do with the channel, right? They've also given us space in their homes, and we're very happy. There are people who come with tears in their eyes, sometimes telling us that you helped me at a certain moment or supported me at a certain time, and that really comforts you. Yes, I mean, it makes us feel, wow, like, maybe I didn't know it, but you made this person happy for a few moments. So that's exactly why I think this explanation is mainly for my followers, for the people who have been there supporting us. This explanation is for you. So friends, thank you so much. We're going to keep making content. Thank you for waiting for us.
For your patience. But still, you've been asking if everything is okay and all that. So thank you for your concern as well. But everything is fine.
Well, then I'll see you in the next video. That's all for today's video. Take care. Bye.